Hello, my name is Abigail Taylor, and my Monroe research project was a global review of medical tourism. The exact definition of medical tourism is contested, but in general, medical tourism is when a citizen of one country travels to a country that is not their home country for the primary purpose of receiving medical treatment. Although medical tourism happens globally, we've recently seen a trend where citizens from more developed countries will travel to less developed countries to receive medical treatment. This is to cut costs or avoid long waiting periods for procedures. Exact numbers for patient flows and profits are unknown because of a lack of standard reporting. However, most estimate that there are millions of patients and that this is a multi-billion-dollar industry that only continues to grow. There are ethical implications for both source and destination countries when it comes to the development of health infrastructure, brain drain, and safety and quality concerns. A source country is the country where medical tourists are coming from. A destination country is where medical tourists are going to receive treatment. To study medical tourism and medical tourism policies, I analyzed primary and secondary source documents about general medical tourism policies, as well as those of 7 popular destination countries. Those countries were Malaysia, Thailand, Israel, Costa Rica, South Korea, India, and Turkey. I uncovered general information about each country's industry, such as profits and procedures, as well as information about ethical concerns specific to that country. I wanted to know what policies countries were putting in place to either promote or put limits on the medical tourism industry. Because of the pandemic, I also focused on COVID-19 and how it has impacted the global medical tourism industry. In order to share my research, I created a website using WordPress. You can scan the QR code on your screen or use the link provided in order to visit this website. My website serves as a non-industry source of information on 7 destination countries, as well as providing a glossary for commonly used medical tourism terms. Users also can access general information about medical tourism and the medical tourism industry. Much of the information available about medical tourism comes from sources who have a vested interest in the industry. I wanted to provide a way for potential medical tourisms to receive information from a neutral source not within the industry. Through my research, I found that medical tourism has both positive and negative effects on source and destination countries. These ethical pros and cons are discussed in the considerations portion of my website. Medical tourism is not simply a good or a bad phenomenon. It's so much more complex than that. That's why it's so important for medical tourists to have an unbiased source of information so they can find information that's not behind a paywall. One of the most interesting findings from my research was that in every country I studied, that country was trying to promote medical tourism, not trying to put limits on it at all. No country was trying to put limits on it. I also found that there was a lack of available data and literature on medical tourism. There have been many descriptive studies about medical tourism, but there is still so much to be learned. After synthesizing what information was available, I found that medical tourism is a unique phenomenon in each destination country. Every destination country offers different specialties and promotes medical tourism in a different way. However, countries usually support medical tourism through financial means, such as tax breaks and subsidies, specialized visa programs called M visas, and international accreditation standards, such as Joint Commission International. There is still so much to be studied in the medical tourism industry, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. To fill in this research gap, I am currently working on a journal article with my Monroe research advisor, Professor Farber, to discover medical tourism and how it relates to COVID-19. We are studying Malaysia and Thailand and how each country has tried to recover their medical tourism national industries during the COVID-19 pandemic. This research focuses on how medical tourism can be a nation branding tool. Nation branding is how a country advertises or brands itself, often using advertising strategies that we usually see in a corporate setting. Medical tourism is a complex and ever-changing phenomenon, and I am thrilled to have the opportunity to study such a fascinating field. When I began this project, so little was known about COVID-19 and how it would impact the medical tourism industry. I'm so privileged to be able to take part in such cutting-edge research. Thank you.